Good evening everyone and welcome to TFRL GT Sport League, round 11, 2 rounds left. Oh, there's been a huge accident. We can, if you can unmute Elliot and tell him we can, if you can unmute Doug and tell him we can start. Yep, that'd be great.
Doug, go ahead and start. Yes.
Right, and we've got the 10-second countdown on now, and once again I'm joined, believe it or not, by my co-commentator, that's Small Guy 2001.
Hello. I only just made it. Oh,
yeah.
Only just.
You will have to excuse me on my commentary tonight because I do have a bit of a sore throat and a bit of a cold, but that's not going to stop me from racing or watching this race here tonight. Quite a few S ratings in the lobby tonight. Prediction: who's going to win?
I think Elliot's just going to command this league, and if anything, I think Swift or Doug will have what it takes to overtake him.
Yeah, I'm going to fancy Doug for the win. We are waiting for some reason. Oh, we've started! Oh! And it's a great start as well. Superhero forced on the grass by the spinning hair raise there in the background, and Swift's got a good start. Elliot jumped off the start by Doug and Swift. Off the start and side by side.
Superhero had a hindrance and the didn't set a good lap in qualifying, so let's start all the way down.
Doug getting a little bit sliding. Dirty was just inside Superhero there. Superhero did make that move stick, so he's up to 6th place. Dirty is right at the back now, actually. So what's up to him? Has he been hit off? No, there he is. Oh, Doug getting caught on the outside curb there. And you may notice that the time remaining is different to the last 10 rounds that we've had. We are running 1 hour endurance races for the final 2 rounds. As Doug defends off Swift, defending off Elliot. It's literally a right train going down the straight. X3 now, Swift pulling out the slipstream.
Maybe X3 wide.
Elliot's going right up the inside wall. At the first chicane, they're coming on the braking point any second now.
X3 is storming. And he just doesn't attempt it.
Oh, Superhero! Braking very late there in the Toyota. Superhero braking late, but Elliot has got that move done, but he is fighting that wheel.
Yeah, he's given the positions back. Yeah, that's fair.
Very good sportsmanship, and he's down to last. Is Superhero. Doug's going to get a double toe. Doug's going to get a double toe in third. Right, I'm going to switch it to variable cam. There we go.
If people don't know, there's been a huge nerf in cars due to powertrain.
Oh, Swift just trying to make it through the corner. He did, but he's lost position to Doug.
A lot of cars have got less power than what they did have last time of watching. So it's now fair for the Nissan. And also it can keep up with the likes of the Mustang and the Lambo compared to last week's around.
Yep, gonna have to cut away though because Doug has just got the move done on Elliot on the braking point. Look at Swift in behind, just trying to fight the car. Nice move by Doug.
Around the outside.
Nice, clean, close racing so far. All 8 cars are within 3.2 seconds of each other. Pretty good going.
That's amazing. This is one of the closest first laps that we've ever seen. I think this is one of the fan favourites or drivers' favourites tracks to
Yep, here comes Elliot around the outside. Is Swift going to get a double toe on the run down towards Indianapolis?
Oh no, he's going to make it 3 wide.
No, he backed out of it in the Huracan. Superhero 7 and Dirty just losing a bit of touch.
X3 up to the inside. Sorry to put you off, but X3 is trying to go up the inside and
Swift's going to have the inside line though, he should defend the position here. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Nice driving.
I just saw 7 go on the gravel track.
Yes, he did. He's down to last. Dirty's got a penalty as well. So both Germans are struggling early on. Oh, Dirty has actually got a lot of damage on that car. It's me. Gonna cut the lead. Oh, Elliot just giving a little tap to Doug. Please excuse us while we just see the aids coming through the S section because the camera quality through here is not that great. Elliot appears to be lagging or jumping a little bit. through the S section.
No, it just looks fine. I think it's just the camera issues going.
Yeah, turn it. Give it to turn it to variable cam instead of standard. Variable fixes it. Elliot's right on the back of Doug. Yes, I'm on variable cam.
Oh yes, it does.
X-Bree's getting rather feisty on his GT Sport debut in fourth.
I think he's just got a great exit compared to Swift.
Superhero right in the background on Hair Razor. 5th and 6th. Dirty still hasn't served that penalty. Superhero is still on the back. There could be side-by-side action actually. Swift and
X-Bree
and Elliot and Doug, and Elliot's got the move done, and Doug, oh, he's got in the gravel, he's spun, and he's going to be down in the back of the field. So Doug spins it.
That's so unlucky from Doug.
He just outbroke himself. He outbroke himself and had a spin midway through the corner. There's a bit of grass on the circuit as well. I've just noticed that.
Superhero. Oh, Hair Racer just gets on the grass.
Superhero.
Superhero has the better run going.
He does, but he doesn't have the. He's going to have to slip into the slipstream yet. We're on the Mulsanne straight now, and there is side-by-side action between X-Bree and Swift for 2nd and 3rd. X-Bree, has he got the legs on that Aston Martin to get past the Lamborghini Huracan of Swift? Hair Razor and Superhero going side-by-side in the background as well. X-Bree doesn't have the speed.
No, I think it's Swift's slipstream on the Elliot is what.
Oh, and X-Bree, oh, he cuts the corner.
Yeah.
X-Bree cut the corner and getting really thingy, but he has served a bit of his penalty through there. Superhero's got up to 4th, by the way. He's past Hair Razor in the background. Dirty's now 6th with 7, and Doug is struggling at the back of the field after that spin.
I
we're only in the first 6 minutes.
Have to push, but I think every driver will be coming into the start, so it will neutralise the field.
Side by side is X-Bree and Swift under the braking point at the 2nd chicane. Oh, Swift just turned in there. I think X-Bree might have just got a little penalty there. X-Bree keeps around the outside. It's clean racing.
That was good overtake. Hair Razor back on.
Here comes Hair Razor, yeah. He's got the speed on that. This Mustang is so much quicker than the Toyota down the straight here at Le Mans, or Circuit de la Sauve, whatever you like to call it. We've also got side-by-side action again, X-Bree and Swift. Gonna ride on board with those two. As Swift comes down into the... Yeah, Swift's got the move done, nice. Nice move. Hair Razor past Superhero as well.
I thought X-Bree would have gone for the switchback approach.
Yep, Doug is gaining slowly. It's 9.2 seconds. Elliot, though, pulling away at 1.9 seconds out in front. X-Bree's got to serve that penalty.
Yeah, X-Bree just opening the gap ever so slightly. It's now getting up to 200 mark. But the
he goes up the inside. Oh, was he outbroken himself?
No.
Nice.
Just think he just
Aston Martin's got good brakes. Superhero on the back of Hair Razor as well, 4th and 5th. Just the closest battle on track.
Yeah, 7-7 also has a penalty as well. And,
oh yeah, Dodu did serve his. But I don't know where on track, but he has served his penalty. And Doug is catching. No, Doug is actually losing time. He hasn't got any slipstream, but he is catching the Porsche in front. Quite strange.
I think if X-Bree's got any chance of moving this penalty, he's going to have to take it during the cars.
I'm not sure, but I think there was a bit of dust getting kicked up from the outside the first S section there. Was it from X-Bree? Possibly, I don't know. I put very late to that.
Well, here we are. Everyone will be headed into the pits on this lap. Elliot first, X-Bree and Swift following. Razor
anybody
and
not pitting?
Superhero.
Dirty's in.
7-7. And
Doug's in, yeah, everyone's
finalising the 8 drivers into the pits.
I don't know who to go. What? I'm going to go on board with Elliot. This thing, there's no cars. Oh, there we go. Let's cut Elliot now. I'm just going to have a look at the comments because we've got 2 coming in. Let's see who it's off. Let me have a look. I've got a little break in the race. Everyone will probably be going on to 100% fuel here and trying to get as long as possible into this endurance race. We're nearly at the 10-minute mark. So 1/6 of the race nearly completed. As we see the race hub livery of Elliott, and X3 is out the pits first. Surely he's underfueled.
No, he's on full fuel. Everyone is on fuel, but I think, oh no, he hasn't even changed his tyres.
Oh dear.
I think that is definitely a smart call from him, but he's had to take a penalty, but...
Yeah, did he serve the penalty? He has served the penalty.
Yes, he did, but that was a smart move not to change his tyres, because if you just look on the tyre wear delta, it's not going down as much as what you thought, so that was a great strategy from X3, and also Doug has jumped Swift as well. Swift's
right at the back.
Tyres. Oh, 7-7. Oh, just got wide.
Yeah, Hellraiser and Superhero though, side by side, running down the Mulsanne. Here comes Superhero. Toyota against Mustang. Commenting from Matthias saying one of the best tracks in the world, getting that last sector right is so satisfying. And good evening, James and Small. Hope you enjoyed this race from Billy. Thank you very much for that. It's Hellraiser. Superhero's getting around the outside. Oh, nice move on the inside. Beautiful.
Great, but
outside or inside, but Hellraiser's going to have the speed down here.
This is what's so unlucky about that Toyota, just does not have the edge in the straights. But although into the corners of braking zone is exceptionally
Hellraiser's already passed.
And oh, Doug on Swift. Doug on Swift.
I'm keeping on board with second and third here because Superhero was trying to go around for another outside moving Hellraiser. Down at the second braking point on the Mulsanne straight. Superhero just getting forced off the camber of the corner there. He's just losing time, and Hellraiser's got a little bit of a buffer now.
Oh, let's go. Doug has the traction coming out the corner, but Swift has
these guys,
7-7.
These guys could get a double toe. They're both slipping the slipstream. They get one of these will get a double toe easily.
Helping. Yeah, 7-7 just helping Doug.
Doug just turning into Swift there for a slight moment. There was a little bit of contact. As Doug is trying to go around the outside, that's him outbraking himself. That's him in the gravel. That's him back to last place. 7-7 taking his penalty. Taking part of his penalty.
Elliott took 5 seconds behind, but closing, and also taking
side by side with Superhero.
Taking Superhero on the.
Yeah, he's got him. Nice. X3 is leading though from Hellraiser. Elliott in third. Superhero in fourth place. So I briefly just turn to my left hand side and look out the window and see if there's any rain coming. Apart from Elliott and Superhero, everyone seems to be concertining up as Elliott just makes a little mistake there.
That's a poor exit, but I don't think the Toyota does not have the legs on.
He will have the slipstream though. I think slipstream might be on real, so Superhero will be closing in. And there's a British 1, 2, 3, 4. I've just got to mention that. Dirty's in fifth.
Superhero just pushing Elliott around.
Hellraiser's catching X3 through the S section.
Oh yes, he is as well. Oh my god.
Still on board with Elliott and Superhero though, taking it from Elliott's point of view. Hellraiser running miles away, and Elliott following the same course there. Gaining time, 1.9, 1.8 seconds off. Superhero, any close battles in behind? Not really. Doug running wide there. But out front, X3 has got a reduced margin. 5 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths going back
at this
up.
rate. You could see
and
top
he's getting
4.
Okay, that's a bit of a glitch. He's getting blue flags.
Hopefully he just ignores that and just carries on with the task in hand, and if there is any penalties dealt...
Oh, that's a penalty for Elliott. I think he's just cut the corner. I think he knows it. There's a penalty incoming from, I think.
Oh, no.
Looked as if he cut the corner.
No, he's not got no penalties, which is fortunate, because it means that he's still going the hunt towards Hellraiser, and also get to X3 up front,
as well.
Made the gap a bit bigger, but just goes wide.
Oh, look at Superhero going a mile wide there. Superhero gaining the most. I think that'll be a penalty for him. Possibly. Yeah. Nothing yet. No, it's if you go on the inside, I think you get the penalty. Elliott and Hair Razor though, side by side running down the straight. Is Superhero going to get a double toe? Is it going to be 3 wide under the first braking point?
6 miles per hour, 6 to 7 miles per hour faster than these guys.
Is he going up the inside? He can't. He's going to try it late on the brakes. No, he hasn't made that corner at all, and he puts a bit of a corner in the way. He should give the places back.
Yeah, that's great sportsmanship from him.
And he gets a penalty, a justified penalty for that, I think. Doug's catching 7.
Hello F1 Arena start 2006, and I forgot who leader was.
Panos.
Panos, is it? Yes,
I do believe. Super. Oh, Hair Razor's going for a move on Elliott on the braking point. Hair Razor's got the move done in the Mustang. Hugh are braking there, but Elliott has got the run on him. Coming off the Mulsanne down towards Indianapolis. Superhero hasn't taken any of his penalty yet. Elliott getting past though in the GTR. Mustang should have the legs though down the straight. Very interesting stuff going on. Of course, Hair Razor used to run the Costa livery. It is still the Costa livery. It's just a tribute livery here tonight.
Of the Cosworth.
Just getting a little bit of a tap there from Elliott. Oh! And a bit of a concertina as Elliott spins on the outside of the corner. Forces Hair Razor to go with him. And Hair Razor's going to lose the position to Superhero.
Yeah, Superhero has got his penalty still, so he might take that in between Indianapolis and that little short straight. So
looking at all of this action though, is Dude catching these? I think he is.
He's gaining ever so slightly, only by a couple of thousands. Oh no, he isn't. He's losing time now.
Yeah, he loses time down the stretch, but I think it's through the corners he actually gains time. Aston looks pretty good. Elliott did get past Hair Razor though. Superhero's on the back of these. Dude. As Doug has made another mistake out on track, because it was 1.2 seconds, I think, the last time I saw. It's now 5 seconds. Not the greatest race for Doug so far. As we see Superhero catching Hair Razor down the straight. And he's pulling away slightly from Dude.
Within 3 seconds at the start of this race. As I didn't expect the actual pit stops to have a huge reshuffle of the grid order. That was the last thing that I would have thought that would have happened. And hello, Button.
Oh, Button's watching. Ooh.
Yes, he is.
Oh, I will give an update on the F1 side of things after this race. Because there is something we're going to be doing next week. And I want all A-League and B-League drivers involved on an optional basis. But that's for you now.
Interesting. But Superhero might go for...
Just took a little bit of his penalty there. Yeah, he's lost time there.
Down on the exit.
Got caught on the outside of the curb. Just forced him to spin around a bit on the curb. Swift closing in on Dude as well, ever so slightly. It's 1.5 seconds the gap. 7-7. Yeah, and Doug's not catching 7-7 yet.
I just realised some of these drivers around this that first corner.
Oh, Elliott's got past the X3. X3's going up the inside here. Oh, and he's tapping him. Oh, and there's a bit of side-by-side action in behind Hair Razor and Superhero. Superhero just puts a corn on the track.
X3 just cuts that corner as well, but he does have to substitute down the straight. And the Aston does have quite good straight line speed and some decent power behind it. And he's overtaking him here now, going up the inside.
Oh, look at Hair Razor and Superhero.
Outside. Oh, it's two cars going side by side, or 4 cars, should say, going side by side.
Don't know which one to watch.
X3 got the legs on Elliott.
Elliott shall have him on the brakes, so X3 is going to overrun the corner. Oh, no, he hasn't. No. Quite interesting. Superhero's also got Hair Razor under the brakes. And he's up to 3rd. Let's move.
Still got that penalty yet to take.
Yeah, 7.
And yes, I did want to. Just sadly that my phone died to send you the response.
Side by side again, Elliott and X3. Oh, Elliott changing course. Not letting X3 get any of his slipstream. He's just going to dip in. Oh, Elliott and X3. There's got to be some sort of little. I wouldn't say an argument going on in the party chat. We do have them. We do have all the drivers in the party chat. There's Hair Razor. Hair Razor got past Superhero again for 3rd. And Superhero's going to have the legs.
Yeah,
Great
when,
action.
when Superhero thinks that he's just got it, he doesn't, because it's always hurting him on the straights.
It's an unbelievable action. Superhero, Elliot and X-Bree's going side by side. Now Hellraiser and Superhero's going side by side. X-Bree's got him under the brakes, I think.
Is he going to squeeze him out?
He?
Oh no, he just makes a
They've got to avoid the inside of the corner there.
Great pass.
Oh, Superhero and Hellraiser just getting caught over the curb.
However, Swift, under just over a second now.
Catching Dirty. Yeah. Hurricane, I don't think, has got the legs down the straight. It's where the corners matter for Swift. He's taking a deeper line though, and that's just getting him a couple of thousands, a couple of hundreds. Superhero and Hellraiser though, going side by side nearly.
Oh,
into an and X-Bree's made a mistake. Oh, and he's nearly half spun.
Just outbroke himself going into that corner, just forced him wide a bit, and when tried getting the switchback, he just couldn't get the car turned in, ended up on the gravel, and that led to his mistake. And now I think if he can't keep up within the corners, I think Elliot's just going to want to blow this now. Yeah,
X-Bree, Harris just pulling away from Superhero in the straight line as well. I'm going to have a check at the comments again. As I go, how about doing a big race in F120, doing like 30 laps of full race when some people get it? Ooh. No.
As in like, to be like a full race, like
100%.
3 qualifying sessions at 100%.
X-Bree's right on the back of Elliot again.
Yeah, that's really good at the corners. Hopefully just outbrake himself. He just hits Elliot. Oh, brakes later than Elliot going into these sections of chicanes.
Oh, I think he might have got a penalty there, X-Bree.
Oh, we've still got better exit. Even if he does not get a... On this corner, people need to stay really wide to just hold the power coming down through the corner.
X-Bree's going to try and ride the outside. You've got to remember, X-Bree did start from the last place and he is in second now. And he's going side by side.
That is amazing. That is.
And he's on his debut as well. Lovely move.
He is.
Yeah, X-Bree keeps the position. Superhero's just dropping off Hellraiser in the background as well. Swift's got past Dude, the 5th. We missed that.
Oh,
somewhere X-Bree running wide.
Oh, just... Don't know whether that was a mistake on X-Bree or...
he gets a penalty for running wide.
Elliot forces him a bit wide, I don't know.
He's taken it. I think he's been told by Elliot to take it. I think that was only about a 4/10 penalty. He hasn't lost much at all.
Yeah, I think Elliot has slowed down for him, I think, because when you look at the speed difference... right, that is very kind from Elliot.
Superhero just taking
to lose.
Yeah, Superhero just taking a bit of his penalty in the background as well. I'm going to switch to the back markers. Doug not catching 7-7 by much. He's only caught about a second.
We missed Swift on Dude.
I've literally just mentioned that. I think Dude might have actually made a mistake because he's Swift 5.9 seconds ahead. Elliot and X-Bree side by side though.
Closing the gap.
X-Bree on the outside, Elliot on the brakes. Getting the move done once again. And look at Hellraiser. Hellraiser's right on the back of them. GTR against Aston Martin against Mustang. This is a major problem for Elliot. He's already won the championship. That's secure. But X-Bree and Hellraiser and possibly even Superhero are going to give him a right battle today. He would take a bit of a with over 20 minutes gone in the endurance race. Nearly halfway through. They've got to watch that inside corner because that corner can send them wide. X-Bree going up the inside. He's looking for the inside line. Elliot's just defending it well. Here comes Hellraiser in the double toe.
Give him a squeeze.
3 wide.
3 wide.
3 wide. Hellraiser's got the speed here. Hellraiser's going to have it.
Oh, here we go.
Hellraiser's going to have it purely based on speed, and he does. He's got him already. Already down the straight. Elliot and X-Bree fighting out. There's going to be some sort of spin here, I think. Oh, they've kept it clean. Good lads. Elliot's going to go for a move on the dive.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
it doesn't. Just backs out of it.
Elliot gets a penalty.
Just backs out.
Perez for Elliot and X3. Superhero. Fourth, losing touch.
X3
And
just trying
Swiss
to
catching him.
get the move. Just trying to pick out his on the just trying to get past him. But we have got questions coming in. But until this first top three dies down a little bit, then we can get
right on the back of him.
answering those.
Just right on the back of him. A little bit of lag going through there. Perez, Elliot and X3.
Yeah, Elliot just take a different line. It's a much tighter line going through that corner, just giving him the edge going through that final corner section. It means that he doesn't have to go as wide.
Plenty of comments coming in. Not sure if this is from one person or from many.
Oh, here we are, pitted. Will we see, I think Hair Razor and X3 definitely going to have to
Superhero
get tyres.
He may as well take his penalty now.
No, I think the best place is to tack it going into the pits. I think that would be a good thing to do.
No, I honestly think X3 should... Superhero should actually take this penalty now.
7-7 made a 7-7... I don't know what happened, but let's put it this way. Doug overtook 7-7 into the pits. And this pit stop could be crucial for Doug. And while we haven't got anyone coming... Oh, and X3's out of the pits, and he's not even changed his tyres yet again.
Ooh, that's going to cost him. Hair Razor is out in front of Elliot as well. Or is he? They're side by side coming out of the pits. They've both got penalties coming out of the pits.
Oh, God. I think they might have cut the
They've cut
corner
the white
going
line.
into the...
Elliot's taking his now.
Oh.
Hair Razor takes his now. Hair Razor's
Yeah,
got
I
rid of
think,
his. Elliot's got about a 3-second time penalty, I think. Dirty Doug.
So
7. Doug and 7 have also got penalties as well.
yeah, I think Doug just tried to avoid 7-7 going into. Oh, that's
Gonna keep him on Hair Razor.
going into the pits. But
Here he comes.
Oh, Hair Razor.
Elliot
going
cheekily
around.
takes his penalty there.
Yeah.
He'll have
But anyway,
advantage slipstream.
let's get to some of the questions. Button says, am I coming online? Am I staying online after this race? Yes, I am. Any possibility of a Project Car League in the future? And that is from
Matthias. Well, you'll have to find out.
Okay, living it on a cliffhanger. And Button said you lot should do some special kind of races on Fridays to replace A-League until 2018. And he sort of requests like 3 lappers on every track, most points wins, and says thoughts on that.
I will announce what I'm going to announce. I'm not sure if Storm's watching us because I did say that we're giving an update. Next Saturday, if it's okay with everyone, we are going to be running a 10. Oh, Ellie goes for a spin. Oh, got caught
Jesus.
on the curb. Right, what was I saying? Yeah, on next Saturday at 7 o'clock, we are planning. It'll either be next Friday or Saturday at 7. We are planning a 10-race mini championship for A-League and B-League. It's going to act like a mixed league. So A-League and B-League drivers are more than welcome to attend. It's going to be 10 tracks of my choice. So I'm going to basically devise up a strange and wacky calendar. That's going to... I'm just going to put away because Hair Razor and Elliot, though, are side by side.
Yep. So they're creeping up to Indianapolis after this turn. Wonder who would be
Hair Razor's going to have
here.
it. Oh, my voice just broke there. Elliot's actually got it. On the outside,
Yeah.
nice. I think we might be safe enough to move on to the... Yeah, so there is going to be a mini championship either next Friday or Saturday for A-League and B-League drivers to attend. It's going to be a 10-race calendar. One-shot qualifying will decide the positions each race. And for the final 2 races, there will be double points on offer.
That would be interesting to race in. And Hair Razor just trying to go around the outside of Elliot. Will he
Super Hero's in.
Will he come out ahead of... Oh, Swift has gone in the pits, but he's got a penalty just for cutting the corner going into it.
Yeah.
And X3, oh my god. That is a new section of track he has just created, and another new section of track just going wide above, and he's got a deserved penalty. Although he can take it because he's 5 seconds ahead of Elliot and Hair Razor.
Just realised we're nearly halfway through this race. Pretty good going.
Jesus.
How long percent races? Oh yes, the races will be 5 lappers. Because it's going to be run over one evening, it's going to be 5 lappers. So 10 5-lap races with a 1-shot qualifying session.
Oh,
and it's going to be quite interesting.
It's got out ahead of Elliot and Hair Razor, sorry to interrupt, but...
X3 and Super Hero both got penalties. Super Hero took his penalty. Cheeky.
And yeah, 5 lap races. 10 laps. That'll be really interesting to
10 laps?
Watch. 10 laps. 5
10
laps.
5 laps.
10 races.
10 races, 5 laps. Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Right, I'm just going to stop.
Getting confused with the numbers, as Doug has got past 7-7 for 7th place.
Oh, but he's still gone wide. That corner pretty difficult for him.
Not much going on out in front. Hair Razor appears to be catching the front Super Hero and Elliot at least. Slowly but surely in the middle.
Has Elliot won the championship yet? And yes, indeed
he has.
He won it last race. But he's just got to treat these as if it was a normal race, and it's showing that he... I was surprised, new debutant X3 is actually doing bits at the moment.
Yeah.
However, he has not stopped for a fresh set of tyres, so I'm thinking that next pit stop will be for those fresh set of rubber.
By the way, there is that fastest point up for grabs as well.
Fastest lap.
Yeah, the fastest lap point. Elliot's got that currently with a 3:57.5, and he's just made a move on Super Hero for 2nd place.
Oh, but he goes wide.
Super Hero. Oh my god, how did he recover that? He's got a penalty.
Elliot just that corner. I don't know. I think Elliot's just usually so good on exits, but
here comes Elliot.
That second chicane.
On the back of Super Hero, he should have the speed. I think he's going to take the penalty through this corner. Through Indianapolis.
Yeah, I think he's got to hold him up. Yeah,
just force him a little wide there. Was Elliot. And he gets the move done, he gets the job done, and Hair Razor is now closing in on Super Hero, so it is a bit of a vulnerability now for Super Hero in that Toyota, getting closed down by the Ford.
Just showing
Dude's got another penalty, by the way. 7-7 still hasn't served his, as Hair Razor and Super Hero go side by side down the straight. Hair Razor's already got the move done and is pulling away, and I think he might have a bit of slipstream from Elliot.
Swift got 28 minutes to catch up to these front runners, especially third and fourth.
I would even be inclined to say 2nd, 3rd and 4th, because these two are beginning to catch Elliot, who just made a little mistake of running the curb there, running on the outside of the corner.
He's still got his penalty to take as well. I forgot about that penalty.
He'll serve it. He'll probably serve some of it through the S section and some of it in the first sector, through the first couple of corners.
Yeah, we can't see what the penalty is, unfortunately. It would be good to see how long it is, but I reckon it's only a second at least.
Yep, still 4.5 seconds though, pretty much separating the top 4. X3 is coming back to them. He seems to be struggling again. Maybe it's that worn out rubber.
That section really hurts the tyres.
Now within 4 seconds, the top 4. Just keeping on board with Hair Race from Super Hero though for now. And Elliot taking none of his penalties. Super Hero just making a little mistake through the second chicane there at the end of the final sector here at Circuit de la Sarre. We've got 27 minutes just under left. X3 leads the way by a reduced margin of 1.8 seconds from Elliot. Hair Razor in 3rd, and it's Super Hero. They're still separated by 5 seconds, just under. Swift in 5th, who I think might have made a mistake.
For those interested, fastest lap from X3 is a 3:58.5. Elliot is a 3:57.3 as shown. Air Racer is a 3.
I will show them.
57.1. Superhero is a 3:58.6. Swift is a 3:58.8. Dirtdude is a 3:59.4. Doug is a 3:59.7. And 7.7 is a 4:06.
So the best lap from X3 basically puts him 1.2 seconds down on Elliot's pace, but he is keeping it so consistent.
Elliot doing his showpiece, if you can't see, just flashing his lights just to see if he can off-put his opponent.
Yep. Whoa, X3 making a little mistake there. That's cost him. That's cost him half of his advantage.
Oh my god, this time is close.
Hair Razor, Superheroes right on the back of Hair Razor as well. We're going to see two abreast again. Both first and second and third and fourth.
I think we could see an overtake going into the hairpin.
Doug ahead of 7.7 as well, just switching back to the battle for third and fourth. Hair Razor and Superhero. 25 minutes left pretty much in the session. We've only completed 9, these drivers have only completed 9 laps as well. It is quite interesting to see how many laps do you think we'll actually get out of this? About 15?
Yeah, about 15. The Le Mans track is, I think it's, how long? Is it 5.6 or is it 4.6?
It's 8-point-odd miles, I think, in length.
Oh yeah, it's 8.61 miles. I'm pretty sure is what it is.
I will double check.
I will look it up.
I've just looked it up.
Alright.
Let me have a look.
I think the 5.6
8.46 miles. You were close. 8.46.
I think 5.6 is the old layout.
Yeah. And of course Project Cars also has the Le Circuit Bugatti layout around here.
Which is what MotoGP do that circuit.
Which is also what Gavra Racing did before we joined them for commentary. And I just need to find out my schedule for uni and find out when I will be commentating. So at the minute I'm free any day, but I need to find out my timetable before I actually say anything to them, which would be quite interesting. It might mean I have to leave TFRL as commentator. Who knows?
Wait, Xpre's in fourth? Wait.
And he's gone off the track!
Oh no!
Commentator's curse? Why is X3 in fourth all of a sudden? Did he make a mistake that we didn't see?
I've been watching on X3 since I was trying to look up for the...
We must have missed some sort of mistake. Did he not run what? Did he not run across the corner somewhere? No, he hasn't got a...
he might
unless he's taken his penalty.
Might have broke himself into the gravel trap coming off the Molzan.
Yeah, I've got to say though, Superhero on a different strategy, third, doing quite well. He put a lap later than these guys, especially out in Hair Razor. X3 now fourth, he's getting close in by Swift all of a sudden. Dirty sixth, and Doug and 7.7's a close spot on track. 7.7's making a right go of it in the Porsche. Ken K. will be very happy about how the Porsche is doing. Of course, he's not attending tonight,
unfortunately, but
I think
I'm
he'll be
sure
back for next week
at the Nürburgring, which the layout is still yet to be decided. Whether it will be the GP or
might be the GP.
I
think we were discussing it earlier on this week, and I think it might be the GP. Second is Doug just runs wide there. 1.77. Let's go back to the. Actually, let's stay on ball with Doug and. Oh, Dirty just getting a bit of a mistake there. Just flicking through, getting caught on the grass. And Doug has literally done the same thing at the same corner. And he's just lost the position to 7.7, and both of them run a mile wide. That's a penalty for both of them. And Doug is struggling.
Yeah.
Don't think he got a penalty for that, you know.
But in the race, yes, he has. Strong qualifying from Doug, but just on in the race, just does not have
He made
it.
that early mistakes cost him. We do have an update with
Yeah,
fastest lap, by the way. 3:56.3 from Elliott is the new fastest lap. Just seen it on the left hand side there.
It's only going to get ever quicker.
Ooh, yellow flags. Dirty's had a spin. Dirty's had a spin at the first chicane of the Mulsanne. He's going to let these guys get out of the way. He's now down to last place, promoting 7 Doug up a place. As I'm going to
a broken.
Ooh, Perez has got a penalty.
Oh, that must have been cut in the chicane.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has cut it because he's gained 2 seconds unless Elliott has made a mistake.
No, I think Perez has actually cut the corner. I'm going to download GT Sport tonight if it's Nordschleife next week. That's from Matthias. So it looks like we could have another driver with us next week. As well as the returning K&K Dot and hopefully Grand J10 and them will be back as well. Could be seeing a full grid next week. I don't want to get my hopes up though.
Hopefully we do, because then that'll be great. Whether it's around the Nordschleife or the GP circuit, I think both circuits are great. But I think Nordschleife will just see, instead of like this where I'm actually quite surprised at how close it is, even though it's a very big circuit. Whereas I just think Nordschleife will just separate people. I think we'll either have a leading group and a back runner, or it'll be just like a time trial where everyone's separated by
Duggan 7-7, just to cut away. Duggan 7-7. 7-7 taking his penalty, quite wise there. I was also going to pick up on the fact that Elliott did have a penalty for a slight moment, but took it as soon as he got it. It was just after Indianapolis where he got the penalty. Perez also got a penalty further, I think it was down the Mulsanne straight, down at the first or second chicane, where he got that.
Yep.
Superhero running wide in third. Xbree fourth, Swift closing him in fifth, but 7 and Doug are going side by side for 6th and 7th. Let's keep them both these. 7-7 again. Wise to the fact he's taken his penalty. Once again, I think he might have went in the pause there. His hair raiser's in. Quite interesting. Hair raiser is in.
Oh,
Xbree's in.
Xbree's got a pit for new tyres now.
Right, I'm going to ride on board with him. Let's have a look at his pit stop.
Yep.
That'll be Duggan 7-7 coming past. Oh no, that's not.
While we look at these, Matt says how many is a full grid? A full grid is 14 with 2 commentators.
Is that new tyres going on?
Yes, it is. That is new tyres.
And a refuel. This will be him to the end.
Panov says the last race is next week, and I can say yes, it is. It is next week around.
How fast has it gone?
Nürburgring.
How fast has it gone?
It's gone really quick indeed, and that is Xbree out of pits. 41 seconds behind Elliott.
He's got a penalty. As Xbree. He's got to have to take. He should take it and get on with his race. He's 42.5 seconds behind. He's only going to be gaining on that. Everyone's just spread themselves out a bit. I'm going to watch Doug though coming out of the pits, because him and 7-7 will be quite interesting. And there's 7-7 getting out ahead of Doug, and Dirty's right behind them. So we might have a 3-way battle soon between these 3.
Also for drivers such as say Matt and Panos, who isn't happy that the last race is next week. I think it's caught him up as well. There will be a new series run.
Oh yes.
On the off season of Porsche Super Cup, which is in the Porsche GT3 RSs, not the GT3 car, the RSR. It's actually in the road car, and calendar and updates to do with that should be out in a later date.
They were announced on last week's stream, but just to just give an update really on that. As Doug switch, I'm going to cut away though, because Doug is just getting past 7-7 for 6th. Doug is up to 6th, and he keeps 7-7 out of his slipstream. No, Dirty's losing time through that, I think. 7-7 just running wide. Not as wide as Doug though. Yeah, Porsche Super Cup. Ideally, it'll be 4 or 5 weeks after this. The final race of the season's finishing GT3. So Porsche Super Cup will run for potentially on the same week, on the same starting week as F1 2018. So we're running everything on the same week, basically.
That would be a great return week, and also Panos says that we'll probably attend. I don't know whether that is the last race of the season or will be the Porsche Super Cup, but either way, it would be great.
My voice is taking a toll. I'm going to go down for a drink. Please commentate. I'm going to ride on board with Doug and Seth in the meantime.
Okay. So keep questions coming in, and we'll just stay on board with Doug and 77 just trying to look into the hairpin at the end of the Malzahn. Both still got a penalty, with Dude just keeping that gap at 2.1 behind. And just the legs on the Mustang that's just helping Doug to stay ahead compared to 77, who is in the newly upgraded Porsche 911, as it's had a power buff, and that's great. That'd be good to see you, Panos, in the Porsche Super Cup. And if you haven't already been added to the chat, 77, that's super close to a spin, and it's just gifted Dude the chance to get in the slipstream, and Dude is going to go and overtake 77 just before the S section, which is my personal favourite part of the track. Just really flows, and just when you carry immense speed, it's just fun. And also, Elliot and Superhero have pitted on the same lap, with X3 coming through the chicanes and Superhero out of the pits, and Elliot still in the pits. Is he? Yes. Is he coming out? Yes, Elliot has just come out ahead of X3 by. I just have to wait until that gap neutralises, then I can tell you a specific number. But Superhero 18 seconds behind Swift, who's still yet to pit, and in front of Hair Raiser by 1.4 seconds, and ahead of Elliot by 9. So either Elliot must have had a penalty or just had a really poor pit stop. But I've just realised that Superhero has not changed tyres, but Elliot has. So that could be the difference between the end. What were the decisions taken on A-League race in Silverstone, by the way? The decisions is that A-League Ware, otherwise known as CZ Public, he's blacklisted, so that means that you will never see him again, even if he attempts with a newer account.
Or uses any of existing ones.
Yeah, we'll have to investigate him and see if it is CZ Public, and also Blizzard. I still don't know.
Blizzard is still under investigation from me.
Still under investigation, and after rewatching it was shocking from the both of them. I think it was super unfair.
Here's Hair Raiser on Superhero. Just want to cut away. Superhero on Hair Raiser. Can he get the move done, Hair Raiser? I think he's already got it done. Down at the end of the Multan in Indianapolis. Yes, he does. Or Superhero could try it on the inside. No, Hair Raiser's got it.
Should have got the new set. New set of tyres should have been for Superhero. I think maybe.
I do know that the VSR boys are joining FRL, who people may say are our competition. We're not in competition with them, they're not in competition with us. And I just want to give out a warning really that if any of the VSR guys do anything like that in the A-League race, in FRL, I will personally come there and I will personally take them out of every single race.
I do think it was fairly shocking from.
Superhero just got past Hair Raiser again.
I would like to say that I think the comments towards Elliot were quite shocking. I think he had the right to have that stance on both of them drivers. I think Killian Brady, I think he called him deluded, and I think that was completely out of order from what he said. But there's never anything that is unbiased in the F1 community, and it's never ever straightforward there as well. But we digress to Swift in the pits right now. Can he come out ahead?
Oh, I thought Superhero was going to come in there. Oh, just went right across to the right hand side, nearly going into the pits. These two right in front, but I think Swift might have them, you know.
Oh, and Hannah said, do we have a full grid on F1? And
answer is no.
The season is completed.
Yeah, so in the B League.
Always looking for new drivers next season, and also there is an academy that myself, and if you look up on the chat XRL button, me and him will be taking, hopefully, lead on that, and it'll be great to see if drivers be a part of that.
Swift has just got out ahead of Elliot. He's in the third. Swift has just got out ahead. It's literally nip and tuck stuff. How's he recovered that through there? Elliot getting caught on the curb, flinging him out wide.
I've just thought Swift, I don't think he's fueled up for enough laps. I don't think he's fueled enough for enough. I think there's still four laps to go at most.
Elliot and Swift are running down the straight. I'm just going to jump on board with Hair Raiser and Superhero. I think we've got another two battles going on. But Hair Raiser, is he going to get him on the brakes? Up the inside. He doesn't try it. Ooh.
But Swift on Elliot. Oh, he just backs out.
Yeah, wise decision then,
Trying
Elliot.
to force Elliot into a mistake.
Elliot has got slightly fresher tyres, slightly warmer tyres. I'm just going to jump on board with Superhero and Hair Raiser though, because they're side by side again.
Yeah, Superhero, I can't remember when he actually changed his tyres, but I
think he's going to have to pit again. Can't get in the end.
Says that he does need a little bit of training on F1, so if you would like to join the academy, that would be appreciated.
Yep, all he's got to do is give me 3 car choices on, opening from the 24th of August to the F1 sign-ups. So all car choices will come then. And yeah, I think that's basically it. He just needs to private message me them, and I'll put them down on the spreadsheet. And then after that, once we've done that, and once we factor in everything, driver placements will be made in a very unique way, which I'm not revealing. As my co-commentator apparently has gone AWOL on me. Swift and Elliot.
No, I'm still here.
No, you're here.
I'm still here.
Yeah, Swift right in the back of Elliot. He's just tucking into the slipstream, trying to get as much of that as possible before trying to make a move down into... Is this Indianapolis, actually?
Yes, this is Indianapolis.
This is Indianapolis. Have I been calling the wrong corner?
Yes. I think you've been calling the end of the Mulsanne.
Swift's in the gravel.
Hairpin.
Yeah, Mulsanne hairpin. That's what it is. That's Indianapolis. Elliot just ran over the corner, I think, a little bit there. So that might be a little penalty for him. Ares is just beginning to pull away from Superhero now.
Yeah, I think Superhero has to come in for either... I think, oh no, Hair Raiser might have to come in this lap.
Both of them might have to
just
bet.
Look at his fuel. Look at his
How do you
fuel.
view his fuel? How do you view his fuel?
Oh boy, more unique than my daily video announcements. All I have to say is that it lacks uniqueness. Oh boy, if you think it's unique. But,
it's unique in its own way, it's quite fitting. I think Hair Raiser's coming in. Yes, he is. Hair Raiser's in.
Yes. And
So
also,
superhero.
Panos says he will definitely take part in the F1 Academy, which is great to see.
Fantastic.
That's amazing. And if you know any other people with decent
Oh, for God's sake.
internet and
Somebody's got a good fire over the back.
oh god, any who's good at clean driving, or maybe just needs that help to learn to get faster and become a league racer, then just either message me or and I'll pass you on to James, or you can.
Harris is coming out.
Where is
Harris
he?
is out in front of
Elliott.
X3.
Oh no, he's in X3.
By about 2 seconds. Dead on 2 seconds. Pretty much, yeah. Roughly around there. Harris is on fresher tyres. Will these guys have to pit again? I don't think they will. Elliott certainly I don't think will have to pit again. I think
laps.
we've got another 2 more laps, yeah. I'm just literally about to say that.
Yeah, and I think Elliott is definitely going to have superhero by the end of this race.
By the way, just on those videos that Ballboy has been putting up, and the signings that he's been making, I think they're very good signings for TFRL. I think Superhero makes a mistake.
Superhero just
and he's blocking Elliott. Oh dear.
That could be the race.
There's the flashing lights.
Race. And here we are. Here we go.
Superhero's just bumping him.
The squeeze.
Yeah, just cutting away from the Ballboy. Look at the flashing lights. Elliott is, I would say, not happy at Superhero joining the track. Quite dangerously, I've got to say, in front of him. It's a test of will into the end of the Mulsanne, the second chicane. Superhero's just blocking the corner, and Elliott's just wanting him to get out of the way. He should get him around here, though.
On the curb too much. And in response to Ballboy saying, how is he extreme and gave me and need to join the academy? You know what? I'll happily take him on board because
we'd probably improve them.
Button, we'll do a decent job because I know that Button is one of the strongest competitors that I've ever raced against, and also.
Superhero's going on the outside. Full sight wide though by Elliott, and Elliott gets it done. That's the race-defining moment right there. Elliott's now going to keep the win. Elliott's going to win. Here comes Swift. It's closing in.
Swift out of nowhere. He was 9 seconds behind the top 4, and now he's 18 seconds ahead of 4th and 5th. My God, he's done a great job there.
Yeah, X3 needs to take that penalty as well at the end of the Mulsanne hairpin. He should take it soon and try and get on with his race. Unless it's quite an extensive penalty. I'm just going to flick through. There's nothing it going on. 7-7's also got a penalty as well. Dude.
So so my bold statement towards Ballboy is that I reckon me and Button can actually make drivers improve and hopefully bring them to the top, because any driver can be good, just with the right leadership and the right teaching.
Yeah, we're not
a great player.
We're not saying FRL have got a good admin team. They have got a good admin team going forward, but I don't know. Do they want a testing environment? Oh, Elliott's made a mistake! Elliott's off!
Oh my God.
Talking about race-defining moments. He thought he's lost the win.
Could be within.
He's lost the win.
Could win this race. Swift could actually win this race. Oh my God.
We're going to be on the final lap as well.
If Swift wins this race, he is the driver of the day. He has done extremely well. From 9 seconds behind the leaders to 1 second behind first place is an absolute amazing job. A really
final
good
lap,
job
though.
Indeed.
If Superhero does defend that position, Elliott did pick up a penalty for running wide, by the way. I think that's a bit of an unbiased, pretty biased penalty there. Didn't understand what he did wrong. And he went for half spin.
No, X3 got a penalty trying to cut down the gap to Hair Razor, in which he's got 1.5 seconds to do. I think anything can happen in the course of this lap, because it is a 4-minute lap.
Elliott's right on the back of Swift already.
Oh my God! So that's 4 minutes to make an
error.
Speaking of driver errors, we've seen quite a few within the previous couple of minutes. And could we see more on the way?
This hour endurance race has really taken its toll.
Swift just getting a tiny exit, maybe just not taking a wider line as it should have been. It's trying to maximise that exit speed, but he's got that slipstream on Superhero, and Elliot's got that slipstream on Swift, which means we could see an overtake from Elliot into the first Molzan.
No, he's not going to try. Backs off. He's going to try and get the switchback.
Now this is where
I think he's got a penalty.
Just gets out the line. I think so as well.
Oh, come on, any second now.
Nope.
No,
that's good. Keeps them all together. Keeps them into the race.
Are we going to see a close finish like last week? Swift and Superhero again.
Finish. I think a mistake from one of the drivers could define a race winner. I think Superhero's
got a penalty. He's just cut the corner a bit there. We're nearly through. We're three wide.
Superhero's tyre wear.
I don't know much.
Oh, just squeezes Elliot over to the metal boards around the outside, the barriers. Going down the straight. And,
4 tenths separating them.
Oh my god, could we see a 3 wide moment? Swift just...
Elliot pushing Swift along there. For a brief moment, just pushed him a little bit out wide there, I think. Superhero, I don't think he's got the legs. I think he's out of it.
Yeah, to be fair, Superhero, I think maybe the last pit stop should have pitted for a set of new tyres.
Elliot and Swift.
That grip.
Final lap has just commenced, so this is the final lap for everyone. Going to be waiting quite a while.
Interesting. Swift is just below half fuel, and he's still got a minute and a bit to go of the lap. So could we see fuel enter into the look of the draw for these drivers? You never know.
Oh, Elliot got that stop just in time. Swift right on the back of him. Bit of a mistake from Elliot there. Championship winner.
Yeah, got a good exit.
Here comes Swift. Superhero's out of it. It's between these two. As we reach the climax of Circuit de la Sars, we're about a minute out.
Oh my god, he's going to go around the outside. Oh,
he's got it
what
done.
a move. That is amazing.
The Huracan's got so much grip. Is Elliot going to try and come back? I don't think there's enough corners for him to come back.
I think the only mistake could be made here is a penalty for corner cutting or extending.
He's going to have to put everything on the line. He's already won the championship. I think he might just settle for second. Swift and Elliot coming into the final couple of corners now. I think this is Swift's to lose.
Superhero just drops off.
Coming around the final couple of corners. Swift. Oh, he's defending it really, really nicely. Swift, here comes Elliot. It's going to be such a tight finish. Swift wins.
Oh.
At Circuit de la Sars. Elliot, a tenth and a half.
Right. Is that the same exact?
I think that might...
number.
Yes,
exactly the same as last week. Because my God,
whereas Superheroes finished third. Hair Razor's coming across the line in fourth. Expree's taking his penalty right at the end of the race. He's still going to have... That's going to get added on at the end of the race.
Yeah, I think he's got big enough gap.
Doug's also got a penalty. Anyway. He's going to be finishing in 6th place.
Everyone's got a penalty. Everyone has a penalty. These last 3. Super unlucky from Doug. 7-7.
If he didn't make that early mistake, he would have been right there, I think. Doug across the line in 6th. 7-7 and Dude. Nobody's been lapped. Nobody's a ball boy in this race. 7-7. Serves his penalty.
Oh my God, how long
and
was
doesn't
that
even get... That was such a severe penalty. He didn't even serve most of it. He had a 3-second time penalty at the end. So it must have been a 2-second time penalty, and obviously it added the second on. But that is
congratulations to
Swift wins again.
The man who I didn't think could have
pulled off. If Elliot didn't make that
9-second gap.
Yeah, I mean, if Elliot didn't make that mistake, then he would have won. No doubt about that.
Just to say, Panos has said, I want to become better at racing, so he bought a racing book to read. So, I mean, anything that helps, you never know. It is. And Matt says, racing for dummies. That could be the academy name. I think that is a great name. Racing for
No,
Dummies.
we've got to keep it official. We've got to call it TFRL Academy. Anyway, shall we get everybody unmuted? Let's have a listen to this.
Replay!
Oh my god.
Oh, thanks.
I've recorded my point of view.
I can also share it.
Right, I do believe we are still live, even though the session has just gone down.
Yeah.
Small guy, do you want to do the interviews?
Why not? With this huge amount of echoes, we can fix that.
Right. Those.
Right, so I'm just getting up the final standings. So let's go to 7-7, if he is here.
Yep.
Quite an unfortunate race. Stuck with penalties throughout. Do you want to talk us a bit through the battles with Doug?
Yeah, the thing is, I think the turn where we had a bit of contact 2 times was, I don't know how it looked to you. The thing is, I basically took a line which Doug didn't expect, and therefore I think the first time he got off the track, I think it was a bit my fault, but I didn't push him intentionally off the track or anything like that. It was just that I had a line which he did not expect, I think. And the second time I think we had 2 contacts there, and I think the second one was okay, but he also said in the chat that he basically did not expect my line. So basically, or maybe I'm taking a line which is, I don't know, not that regular or not perfect, so maybe you should work on that. But yeah, it is as it is. Yeah, I'm still quite okay with the race, and I had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Had a lot of fun. So congratulations with the P7. And so let's move on to our debutant of the race, which is XPX30. Poor qualifying.
Yep.
Compared to the race, but I mean, talk us through the first pit stop, because the shuffle, the order shuffled quite a bit.
Basically, the front 3 have all pitted, and from what I know, Elliot and Hairraiser have pitted for tyres, and I hadn't. So that's what jumbled it all up. And then what happened after that? Then Elliot caught up to me, and then I bottled it twice on the lap, and then my strategy at the end just ruined it even more.
But you still had a good race.
Yeah.
I think everyone has room to improve, but I think next week at Nürburgring, I think you can do extremely well. You've shown tonight that you can do some bits, and unfortunately Elliot has left. If you can try and invite him back before he...
He's back.
He's here. Right, fair enough. Right, so we'll move to Hairraiser. Great job on P4. And qualifying, you did. I think you did fairly well. Yeah, super unfortunate. I noticed that during the race. I saw that you were underfueled compared to Superhero, but we'll move on to him in a minute. But we saw some good battling with Superhero during the race. Want to talk us through a bit of that? Yeah, really showed the difference of speed on the straights between both of your cars, with the Mustang having the supreme power, but the Supra or the F1 FT1 VGT showing the pace in the corners. But great job on P4, and we'll move over to our first podium sitter of Superhero. Would you like to talk us through the battles and the Grand Prix as a whole?
Yeah, the racing was pretty intense after my poor performance in qualifying. Basically starting in the back of the grid, and I was quite nervous how to approach, really, as the championship is on the line still. I believe. Hopefully I'm correct, but after
no, it's
a poor...
It's done.
It's not.
For second place anyway.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll talk you through the championship at the end.
After what happened at the start, I managed to get a great lead from pulling and getting into like 5th or something along those lines. I was trying my best to finish ahead of Swift, but unfortunately that has not happened. But still, after just keep pushing, I see everyone going for the tyres, going for the fuel. After I went for my first stop and still stayed on the same tyres, I think this would probably cost me, but after staying on the tyres on the first pit stop, I thought I could handle it because I went in again and again and still managed to hold on those tyres. So I thought I could probably get an advantage if I don't change tyres, probably lose a lot of grip and all that, but I wasn't saying loads of fast lap times. So just keep doing consistent laps. So that probably helped the tyres a bit, but I think until the end, Swift, Elliott both had the good clean rubber on them, and just pulled away from me. So it's quite a hard defeat from that, as the last race is from Nürburgring, and I really want to try my best to finish ahead. I think it's now 0 points, so I think it's whoever finished first gets second, really. So I just want to hope, can I get that for the final race, I believe.
So yeah, so it's Nürburgring. Don't know whether it's the Nordschleife or the Grand Prix circuit, but if it's either of them, which one would you feel that you're better at, and what chance do you have?
I think the normal Nürburgring, basically the Nürburgring GP, because it's shorter. I'll probably be able to focus more, and with the full Nürburgring track, it's like quite hard to go through some tracks on the corners because there's some blind spots, there's long straight line speed. What not helped me in the race today, unfortunately. But I think both the tracks can still give me a bit of a boost, as it's just full corners really. So I think I could probably do well on the defence, but with the tyre wear, I don't know. It's quite different really. I think I'll probably do well on the tyre wear, but like I said, cornering will give me a great knowledge on the Toyota, but I'm not too sure really. Probably think both of the tracks could give me an advantage.
Right, so congratulations on P3. Just unfortunate that at the end there, but it could have been anyone's race at the end. With multiple mistakes made on in quite a short period of time. But let's move on to another person who did manage to make a mistake just on the previous lap before the end. Elliott, great race from you. Started on pole, kind of bogged down on the start, but brought it back. So do you want to talk us through it?
Loved the race. Loved it. I knew this race was going to be a battle with everybody. Battle of the slipstream, battle of the draft, a couple of mistakes here and there. Shows I'm human. Shows that you can put hours and hours of test races, practicing, and you can still get it wrong. Great little battle with Swift at the end. Thought I had him. He came back, which was a great move. I think I made a slight mistake. Just running the wrong line through the fast S section. Yeah, great race. It was a battle of pit stops and draft. Actually, it was great calls made by everyone to pit, not fuel, but for Sorry, not for fuel and tyres, but to come in just for fuel. So it was a good call from everybody doing that. Yeah, it was a steady race for me. I thought a couple of points. I thought, race win is in jeopardy. I'm not here to score maximum points, although it may have looked it. I really wasn't trying too hard tonight. I didn't want to get in the way of the battle for second in the championship, which is why I thought I'll get past Swift, be done with it. But he came back at me at the end, which was great. Yeah, it was a good race. And just to go back on Superheroes' point, the championship is now being led. Second place in the championship being led now by Swift by 1 point going into the final round. So it's all to play for in the last race. Might take a back seat in this one. In terms of what circuit layout it'll be, we're going to go into the lobby. Lobby will probably be set up slightly earlier, so that then we'll do a track vote. If people want to vote for the 24-hour, we'll do the 24 hours. If you want to vote for the GP, they can do the GP. If it is the Nordschleife, I'm pretty sure we'll tweak the settings so we don't have to get every lap. All in all, yeah, good race. Couple of really good overtake towards the start. I think it was on Doug or Swift going into turn 1. Sort of tucked behind him, switched to the inside, which felt great today. I want to check if that was on the screen. But yeah, good race, and I'm looking forward to Nürburgring. If I do or do not take part, either way, I'm still going to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's great. Congratulations on P2. But we'll go over to our race winner and also our newly promoted second place Swift.
The best thing to do is go into party settings.
Go into party
Settings and I don't know.
I mean, while this is all taken, if you want to ask any questions about F1 or GT Sport, feel free to put it in the chat. And then
we know about
answer
the
that.
plans.
Say that again?
Oh yeah,
James.
it's the allow your
James.
voice to be shared. I think is the one I have to turn on.
We didn't know
James is
any
not.
plans.
Oh, there we go.
I don't think. Oh, he's here.
I think I'll be fixing it now. But,
Right, were
you
you waiting
fine
for
now?
me?
Oh, just Swift now. Just
Okay.
trying to. You won the race after being 9 seconds down. I didn't think you'd do it, so I severely retract my statement. But you did well. My driver of the day, especially. But talk us through.
It was a strange one. It was a strange one because 2 laps I was keeping pace with I think it was Elliot and Esprit who were first and second. I was keeping contact with them perfectly fine. I came into the pits and I think I had the most fuel left of everyone who pitted on lap 2, and I pitted for max fuel, and then I came out in almost last place. So I think my pit stops, I don't know what the issue was. Maybe the fuel tank on the Lamborghini is a bit different, but I was losing time each pit stop. I was losing about 3 or 4 seconds, I think. And I don't think I had the race pace either. I think I was maybe 1 or 2 seconds off the Lamborghini. Off the Aston Martins and the Nissan GTR. However, I kept it as clean as I could. I think I ran wide maybe once onto the gravel the whole race, which was and it was only minor. I only lost maybe 1 second, so I kept it as clean as I could, and I managed to stretch the fuel more than others. I think I was pitting 1 or 2 laps later than the pack, and that meant I had a very nice final stint ready, and I just short fueled it for 3 laps and was ready to go. And luckily, I think Superheroes Toyota was it really wasn't pulling on the straights, so I'm not sure if he was fuel saving or if the Toyota really does have that much of a disadvantage, and I can make it work. And Elliot then made his mistake on the penultimate lap going into Porsche curves, and that meant there was a race on. And luckily, it would be because it's around Le Mans, it's a bit of like someone will have you one corner and then down the next straight you'll retake them, and then swing of things, it meant that I had the slipstream coming out of Arnage going into the Porsche curves, and I could get the move done on the outside, and then it was just going to the line.
Yeah, that was a great move to watch around the outside of Elliot going into the chicanes. So congratulations on your win. And so as a superhero, whether it's the full Nürburgring Nordschleife or it's the GP ring, which one do you have the better shot at, and do you think you can try and get the championship next round, our final round? Wait, what?
Yeah, he needs to get second place in the championship.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I think, for me on a personal note, I much prefer the GP track because Lamborghini, I don't know if it'll pick up on stream, but on some of the braking zones where there's bumps on them, the car doesn't like bumps, and I've taken the car around Nürburgring and Nordschleife for a few laps, and it's very unstable in some of the sections, so I'd much prefer the GP track, which is a lot smoother and nicer.
Alright, so thanks for your time, and we can start to wrap it up. So James,
I've had
James, take it away.
Rip James. Sorry.
Yeah. Right, I need to try and do this while I drive as well. Yeah, mini championship next week for F1 is going to be hosted next Friday or Saturday at 7 o'clock. Remember, there's 10 races, each of which are 5 laps with a one-shot qualifying session, sorting out the thingy. It will be streamed live on the TFRL YouTube channel, and the commentary team will be myself, and if he's available, either on Friday or Saturday, Mr. F6.
There's no one better, there's no one greater.
I'm judging that as a yes, because that literally is an exclusive to pretty much everyone in this party.
Wait, is my mic muted or not?
No.
No.
Oh, yes, I will be there.
You will be there. Good. Fantastic. Yeah, and basically just to say goodbye to thingy. Well, it's basically a rebirth of Mixed League as well.
So farewell 2017.
Farewell F1 2017 and F1 2018, of course, will come out the week after. It's going to be quite a busy 2 weeks, I think, on our end anyways, for the admin team. But it's
Looking forward, we've got some great plans coming up. We've got some great plans. We got 2 week break, followed by Porsche Super Cup, the new
2 week
Formula
break.
1 game. Did I say 2 week break? 4 week break. Then we got GP
4 or 5 week break, yeah.
Porsche Super Cup. Me and James are going to finalise all plans for the Super Cup just after this video. So keep an ear out next week after the Porsche Super Cup, after the Nürburgring race.
Also need to mention, Porsche Super Cup sign-ups will start on the same day as F1 2018 sign-ups. We're rolling it out across the same day. So they'll both be open basically the same time.
I think we've got 3 sign-ups anyway.
Yeah. Got a lot of expressed interest. And I do believe Matthias was going on about a Project Cars League. I can confirm that is something we are looking into. And hopefully we may be able to reach a partnership with another league on that front.
Spicy stuff.
Spicy stuff indeed. But unless anybody wants to add anything,
I would like to wish Elliot good luck on his threesome.
Oh wow!
that's getting mentioned live. But what we've got you do realise, guys, that we've got sensitive viewers like Bullboy watching.
Oh God,
I'm
yeah.
having it with him.
Don't forget about that.
FRL Jack Meyer 36.
36.
He's made a new Twitter account.
Yeah.
I just want to say FRL, well done on that logo, by the way.
Quality spend about what 5 minutes on it. But it's.
Alright.
I don't think it's the official.
Let's not kill him.
I don't think it's the official logo though. The official logo is still that F with the little twig, the little leaf over it. Well, yeah. All I can
What's
say
it gonna
to
be black?
FOL, all I can say to FOL though is that they've made some quality signings, driver signings going forward. I've had a little look in a few of their signings. I'll say it's quite good.
And good luck with that admin thing, big boy.
Yes, of course.
Good luck with the Blizzard and VP thing as well. Good luck with that.
Oh,
Can't
yeah.
forget that.
Well,
Enjoy.
Apart
And the
from
gap.
that, apart from that though, I think it's time to say goodbye as I go for a spin at the carousel.
Yeah, I just want to, this is completely relevant, I promise. James, small guy, thanks for commentary. Again,
very welcome.
nailed it. I know
Shout
I'm
out
gonna
to the
fall
hot
asleep
soapy water.
I'm going to say, I know I'm going to fall asleep to that. But then I realised no, I'm going to fall asleep after the race. My chill time tonight is going to be
Nobody's
watching the
all
replay back. And James, again, thanks because of your voice coming tonight. I didn't think I was going to make it tonight, actually. I've got to, before I left work, was all up. Not what I want to do. So morning before work.
Nobody saw that one.
Bye.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. And thank you to
I'm
Small
just
Guy,
gonna
of
check the
course.
comments.
Yeah, thank you to Small Guy, of course, for commentating alongside me. I didn't think it would be.
If you're watching.
Yeah, I didn't think. Oh yeah, thanks to Doug as well for hosting. I think we can run him next week as host as well as our backup plan.
Yeah, if mine decides to pack up like it did tonight.
Well, there's no comments.
Superhero needs to play his FIFA match apparently.
No, that is. I saw that and heard that. You're welcome.
And I'm just going to end this stream by saying no to the comment section.
I was literally just coming on that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and until our F1 Mini Championship, the TFRL Mini Sprint Championship, happening next week, Friday or Saturday, it is goodbye, good night from everyone. Okay.
Sorry. In that 4-week break, though, guys, don't worry, we're not going to be completely empty. I say we're having a 4-week break. We're having a 4-week break of championship races. I will certainly be running lobbies through that 4 weeks. Whether it be driver sign-ups, whether it be just some fun mess around races, still clean, of course. Still, it's just
Pre-season
it's
testing.
not going to be a boring. Yep, it's not going to be a boring 4 weeks. Don't you worry, guys. Don't you worry.
Right. Apart from that, as you can see me twiddling the.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm done. I'm done.
You're done. Right. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.